Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
セーブ中。おお。で、すごい。なんかアイテムとかないかな。怖い。すごい。
The power had been turned off the night we left.
なるほどね。
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
家にいる気分がした。おお。
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
おお、ワイワイしてたんだ。
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
中華をよく食べに行ってたっけって。
Or how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
ああ、なるほどですね。すごいすごいいっぱい缶詰がある。
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
無事に残ったみたいで綺麗。ほんとね。お、すごいね。
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
ほんとだ、いっぱいあるね。
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
ああ、最初レンガで作ってたんだ。これが本人かな。かわいいね。なるほど。
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
へえ、そうなんだ。おじいちゃんが作ったんだって。お、地下？
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
あ、そうなんだ。地下には行くなと。へえ。なんこれすげえ。
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
母さん寝室をすべて封印した。
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
バーバラの話だった。バーバラ。お、まだ2階ある。3階？あ、封印されてる。本当だ。バーバラ。3階は？
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
私はここは絶対ある。母さんが3階を閉じたには違いない。なるほどね。こっち行ってみようか。ここは
My grandpa Sam spent 7 years
サ
sharing a
ムお
room with
じい
his
ちゃ
dead
んは
brother,
7年間死んだ。
Calvin.
カルビンと一緒に過ごした。何もないね。こっちは
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
覗き穴。なんか怖いね。こっちは
The last time I was in Edith Senior's room, I was 10 and she was painting my
私の
portrait.
肖像画を描いてた。これは
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends
モーリ
with
ー友達。
if she hadn't died in 1947.
そうなんだ。可愛らしいお部屋ですね。ここは何だろう。
I spent a lot of time playing in Great
ウ
Uncle
ォルト
Walter's room.
お
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
サメが好きだったのかな。なんか
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
見つけ出す時だ。
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before
ミル
me.
トンがここにいたのは明らかだ。
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
ああ、さっきのモーリーの部屋に
Just
つ
like I
ながっ
had no
てる。
idea where all this was gonna lead.
これまででこのゼムがどういう結末に向かうのかも。モーリーちゃんの部屋かな。
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
なるほどね。
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
探しに行ったの。
The
ネズミ
gerbil
の
food
餌。
was dry, but I didn't mind it.
そしてトイレ食べたの
I ate a lot of things that night.
その夜いっぱい。あ、これも食べたんだ。ああ、なるほどね。これはなんだ。
My Halloween candy was all gone.
ハロウィンキャンディはなくなってた。
Mom, can I come out now?
あ
It's late. Go to sleep.
あ、ママはモーリーっていう子をこの部屋の中に閉
Then
じ
I
込
heard
めたん
chirping
だ。
outside my window.
クリストファー。
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
巣に帰ろうと
I
し
reached out for her.
あ
And suddenly,
あ、いきなり
I was a cat.
猫になってたの。え、すごい。え、すごい。猫になってたの。へえ、すごい。
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
鳥さんは怖がってた。
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
ママパパも私に目をくれない。 ついていけと。
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
レイさんはとても疲れ果ててた。
Now I was up in the big tree.
大きな木
I
の上か
promised Dad
ら
I
いろい
wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
お母さんが鳥を食べたくて。
I gobbled her up,
一気に逃げられた。
and suddenly I was an owl.
突然袋になって
First,
た。
all I heard was the wind.
おお、すげ
Then
え。
I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
そしたら袋になっちゃったよ。
Rabbits.
ウサギ。 おお、すごい。
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
もっと大きいのを探しに行った。
A mama rabbit.
母さん。 視界が悪いわ。 難しいわね。
She was almost too big to carry.
この子は
I
持て
started
ないくらい
choking,
大き
but I couldn't stop eating.
喉が詰まりそうだったけど食べ続けた。
Suddenly, I was a shark.
今度は突然サメになった。 なんでサメになったんだろう。 ほう。 おお、なるほど。ほうほうほう。痛いわ。絶対痛い。絶対痛い。
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
すごい。こうか。 なんかある。あれか。あれを食えと。アザラシかな。
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
とても美味しいなーって。
Grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
今度は 何これ。うなぎ、ウツボ。
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
今度は怪物になった人間の匂いがプンプンするって。おお、すごい。気持ち悪い。
I was big, but I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
そうでもなくて、なるほど。
Passenger, I
全
was
部
still
食べ終
hungry.
わってもまだお腹が
Across
空
the
い
water, I smelled something new, something I
て
had
とっ
to
て
have,
も
so
美
I
味し
swam
そう
towards
な。
it.
だからそっちに行ってみた。おお。
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
パイプの中に匂いが消えていたと。なるほどね。おお、気持ち悪いな。トイレか。
I got closer and closer.
どんどん近づいて。
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything.
ああ、モーリーちゃんは分かった。何でも変身しちゃう子なのかもしれないね。
I will be
まあ、いわ
delicious.
ゆる化け物みたいな。美味しいって。化け物ですね。そうなんだ。
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
なるほど。うん。
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
モーリーの一部がまだここにいる気がした。
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
絵の後ろに入ったような気分だった。確かにちょっと気味悪いもんね。本当に。お。
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
モーリーと名付けたのはお母さんだった。
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
イディひいばあちゃんの部屋。
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
はさらわれてしまう。
Odin's daughter Edie, with
オーディ
husband
の
Sven
娘
and baby
イディ
Molly,
とその夫
step
ス
ashore
ウ
in
ェ
their
ー
new
デン、
home,
そして赤ちゃんの
Orcas
モーリー
Island.
は新天地の大岡島島に上陸する。
Odin Finch is the first to be
新
buried
し
in the
い
new family
墓地で
cemetery.
最初に葬られるのはオーディンとなった。
His daughter Edie is already
彼
dreaming
の
of a new
娘イ
Finch
ディは
house.
すでに新しいフィンチの家の屋敷を夢見ていた。はあ、なるほどね。
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
なるほど。
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
言わなかった。
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
ああ、おばあちゃんか。お、
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife
pink
Kay left on
piano.
the house was the pink bathroom.
ピンクの色のバスルーム。
It was a pretty big trace.
そうなんだ。ここはいけないのか。
There's a secret in this bathroom.
このバスルームには秘密が隠されていた。
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard.
すごい。
It's hidden in this book.
あ、ここでさっきの地下に行けるというわけか。地下っていうか。
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
ちょっと待ってくださいね。はい。はい。で、これはこっちに行けばいいのかな。お、またミルトンのこっちですね。で、オセト。おお、こ はどこなんでしょうね。おー、なんかいいね、こういうお家。
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
サムおじいちゃんに双子の兄弟がいたのは知っていた。
And that he never talked about him.
誰も彼のことを話さないのも。
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
そのあたりの歴史が嫌いだったのであろう。お、すごい。
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch.
サム・ウィンチ作。
The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
おお、焦げた。
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
よいしょ。
I think Calvin
よい
always
しょ。
wanted to
飛
fly.
びたがっていた。
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
あの日ついにそう決めたんだ。決めた。ほうほう。あら、焦げた。すごいよ。
I told him going around was impossible.
ぐるりと一周するのは無理だと
Maybe
思う。
if I hadn't said that,
だったら
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here.
彼はまだここにいたかもしれない。
I think he'd already made up his mind.
.何しよんやんけ。普通に見てくれない？はい、普通に見ても、ああ、もうちょっと焦げた。なるほど。よいしょ。すごーい。めっちゃぎっしりしてってるやん。死のうとしてんのかな、カルビンは。どうすればいいんだろう。すごいよ。怖くないのかな。
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
彼に覚えておきたい。 おお、もう一周回るで。お、回った、回った。
The day he made up his mind to fly, and he did.
実行したんだと。なるほどね。
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
なるほど。へえ。
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
ED はカルビン側を立ち入り禁止にした。
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18
サムお
and
じい
never
ちゃん
set
は
foot in the room
18歳で
again.
入隊して二度とその部屋には戻らなかったと。よいしょ。難しいな。こうか。おお、すごい。で、おお、すごいすごいすごいすごい。すごいね。
The passages were of pretty
通
tight
り
fit.
道はきつく
They'd
で
obviously
きて
been
いた。
built for smaller hands and bellies.
小さな手は胴回り作られた。おお、なるほどね。ここは
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
子役スターとイメージがいつもあった。へえ。戻れた。C かな。
Edie's father Odin built the original house.
ああ、この人が立ってたんってことか。
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of
飽
it.
きるまで。そうなんだ。何もないね。これはどこ、さっきのとこかな。あ、閉まってんね。これは下に行っていいってことかな。
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
たくさんのものが取り残された。
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
そうなんだ。
My mom was the only one of us who could
Edie,
imagine Great Grandma
Obata
Edie
が-
living in a nursing home.
ああ、そんな想像だ。できたのは母さんだけだった。
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my
あ
brother
あいうのを
Milton
見
was
ると
alive.
が生きてると信じ続けた。ダメか。へえ。出れないや。2階かな、やっぱ。あ、2階行ってないところあったもんね。1回ここで区切ろうかな。